Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Adam Snyder here, the Homemade Entrepreneur. Today, I just want to talk to you about how you can outsource your Kindle publishing business. A lot of people are getting into Kindle, just the whole Kindle publishing, being able to write your own books, promote it, publish it on Amazon, and you sit back and you get a little bit of money. Now, that's the thing. Most people that are writing books, that are self-publishing them, problem is they're getting very little money, and the reason is because they don't know how to outsource some of those tasks to someone else that is has a little bit more expertise in that area. When I first started, I was writing the books, I was doing the covers. I was doing the covers on on some type of software that pretty much just made headers for websites. Back when I started, I was big into websites. I was doing small niche websites, authority sites, things like that. So that was a tool that I had, so I used it. Did they look great? They looked okay. Since then, now that I have the better software and actually have a editor or a designer, cover designer that does them all for me, all my covers have been redone since then. But the key here is I am outsourcing all this stuff. I'm not sending everything to India or the Philippines or wherever. I'm just finding the best person, whether they're in the U.S., maybe they're somewhere down the street. I'm finding somebody that is better at that task than I am. And on top of that, by outsourcing all these tasks, I'm freeing up my time to do something else, whether it's come up with more topics, finding a better category, things like that. So the way that you outsource your Kindle business, first thing, I never, and when I say never, I mean I never let somebody else choose the category, choose the market that I'm trying to go after. That's something I pick myself. Okay, one of the tools I use is Kindle Scout or something like that. I'll put it in the description below, so you guys can check it out if I remember. But anyway, first thing, when you want to outsource your Kindle publishing business, the first thing you want to do, you want to find a good writer. Okay. First thing, good writer. If you don't have a good writer, the problem is you're gonna have to spend more money on a good editor. Second thing, good editor. Guess I can stop writing good. Okay, you want to have a good editor. Now, the writer and editor, they need to be able to, you don't want it to be the same person, because if I wrote something and I went back to it and tried to edit it, the problem is I probably wouldn't see half the mistakes that I made, because I'm just browsing over it just really quick. An editor, as long as they're not the same, find a decent writer or a good writer, and you can find an editor that can just go through and just fix any mistake that they see. Okay, that's money well spent, both of those. Third thing, you need to find a cover designer. My handwriting's a little off, a little messy, but that's how I write. You need to find a cover designer. Now, when you find a cover designer, what you are going to do, you need to make sure that you give them the title, you give them the author name, and you need to give them a little description about what the book is going to be about, so that they can go and make a decent cover for that particular book. Okay, all three of these, very important. Fourth thing, now everybody can find a good writer, find a decent editor, and they can find somebody to create a cover. You can go on Fiverr and you can find somebody that will create a cover for you for $5. It'll be a good cover. Won't be professional probably, but it'll be a really good cover. Be better than probably 90% of what's on Amazon right now, for $5. So everyone can do that. What a lot of people don't do is they don't do any SEO. And when I say SEO, I'm talking about picking keywords. So the writer, when they are writing your description, and that's something I found a decent person to do SEO, but my methods, the way I've been doing it, and I've been doing it for many years, so I pretty much do my own. I'll do a lot of my own keyword research, and that's kind of where my time's going for this. I do pick the topic and category, choose my market, and I do the SEO for it. And when I do that, all I gotta do is tell my writer, these are the keywords I need in my description. Make sure my description, you got 4,000 words. Make sure your description, is 2,000 or 1,500. The bigger your description, the more keywords you can put into it, and so the more opportunity people are gonna find you on Google, on Yahoo, Bing, things like that. So that's what I highly recommend. Fifth thing, let's call him a promoter. Pretty much just somebody to market your book. You want somebody that's going to promote you. You want somebody that's out there, whether it's on social media, whether they're building, links back to your book or your author page. You want somebody that's out there that's actively promoting your book, your brand, you as an author. So these two things, mainly this one. You don't have to do SEO. You don't have to get your book, ranking for a particular keyword. But if you don't promote it, whether it's through Facebook, a lot of people are out there using Pinterest, Instagram, all these things. Social media is huge. There's billions of people on social media, so you need to take advantage of that. That's where a promoter comes in. They have bigger accounts. They have people that are following them in hundreds of thousands. Get somebody that you could pretty much tell them, okay, here's my new book, go promote it, and within a couple days you should have 10, 20, maybe 30 or 50 reviews on your book, because that's how good that promoter is. But anyway, that is how I outsourced my Kindle publishing business. Any task that I could do as a publisher, as a author, whatever, I can outsource part of it. I could outsource the beginning, where I don't choose the category, I don't choose the niche, the market, any of that. I don't choose any of it. I like to do it because I like to have some control. I like to know what's going to be written on what topic. I don't want to do that the shotgun method where excuse me, where you write a book on, or have a book written on, like car mechanics or something like that, and then you try to do home improvement, and then you're on how to train your parrot or something, and then you got another one on finding a quality or good babysitter, things like that. That's the shotgun strategy. You're just trying to see which category, which niche you can succeed in. That's where people fail. Find one niche, find one target market, and do 100 books on that market. Whether it's how to find a good daycare provider, screening, nighttime babysitter, things like how to safety proof a house or child proof a house, things like that. It's all geared towards kids, geared towards family, parenting, stuff like that. So that's one of the things I highly recommend. Quick tip for you. Anyway, if you have any questions on my strategy for outsourcing my Kindle publishing business, please comment below. Be happy to answer the questions for you. There's a lot here. There's a lot of questions that are going to come up. I get a lot of questions all the time from clients, so pretty sure you guys will have questions, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. So please comment below. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, click that button right there. Become one today, and I'll see you guys on the next video. You guys take care.